Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind.
Hello and welcome to week 10 of Girls Guide to Fantasy Football.
Who am I?
Who am I anyway?
I am your host.
Jordan Zucker.
Here is the news since you've been on the moon.
The Tennessee Titans improved to a league best record of 9-0, despite being limited by Chicago to only 20 rushing yards. Let's see how they do this weekend against Jacksonville. After all,
At the end of the day,
a win is still a win. Speaking of Jacksonville, running back Maurice Jones-Drew led the Jags in their 38-14 victory over the poor Lions.
When the odds are saying you'll never win.
MJD ran for 3 touchdowns, becoming the first player in Jaguars history to have 3 years with at least 9 touchdowns. He has 31 since 2006, second only to LT.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Last week, we were saying to Ravens running back Willis McGahee,
Your future's so unclear now. What's left of your career now?
but this week we're saying,
I know things were bad, but now they're okay.
he ran for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns in the Ravens' 4th consecutive win, headed by rookie quarterback Joe Flacco, who had 2 touchdown passes. The Ravens scored over 40 points on the road for the first time in 10 years.
Times have changed.
Panthers running back D'Angelo Williams ran for a career high of
How do you measure?
140 yards, including a 69-yard touchdown. Carolina at 7-2 is 9-0 when D'Angelo has over
76.
rushing yards. Of course, running on Oakland D makes running backs feel like
Fastest thing you'll ever see.
KC tight end Tony Gonzalez tied Cleveland tight end Kellen Winslow with his 24th 100-plus yard game. He also had 2 touchdown catches in the Chiefs' 19-20 loss to the Chargers.
Catch me a catch.
This week,
When you're a jet.
and your name is Thomas Jones, life's pretty good.
We've got miracle plays to play.
Jones ran for 149 yards and 3 touchdowns, while wide receivers Coles and Cotchery were each held to 1 catch under 20 yards.
Where in the world have you been hiding?
Looking back, I could have played it differently.
Despite Minnesota wide receiver Bernard Berrien going from hero to zero,
Yesterday was plain awful.
I had a huge day with 113 points. Second only, of course, to my opponent, who crushed me with 122 points.
It sucks to be me.
Common people don't know what exquisite agony.
What's the story?
Oh, with the banged-up players? Well, for starters, Oakland wide receiver Javon Walker is out for the season for ankle surgery.
So long, farewell.
Baltimore wide receiver Derek Mason hurt his shoulder, but
Try not to get
he could be back in. Saints tight end Jeremy Shockey, who's been breaking like an... sprained his ankle, but he is not ruled out for Week 11.
Together at last.
The following players are back this week. Dallas quarterback Tony Romo, San Diego wide receiver Chris Chambers, Seattle quarterback Matt Hasselbeck and wide receiver Deion Branch, Pittsburgh running back Willie Parker, Chiefs running back Larry Johnson has fulfilled his 3-game suspension.
Sue me.
However, Washington running back Clinton Portis and St. Louis running back Steven Jackson are both out.
I'm gonna miss you so.
The following injured players are hopeful to play, but as we all know in fantasy,
There's nothing to be sure of.
Oakland running back Darren McFadden, Tampa Bay running back Ernest Graham, San Francisco running back Frank Gore, Indianapolis wide receiver Reggie Wayne, and Chicago quarterback Kyle Orton.
It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do.
Correctly pronouncing a tough player name. This week's guy is a quarterback for the Oakland Raiders.
God, I hope I get it.
Marquez Tuiasosopo.
I could do that.
Marquez Tuiasosopo. Marquez Tuiasosopo.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
I only wish I knew your secret.
Jordan's advice of the week. This one's directed specifically towards the city of Los Angeles. Get off your high horse and build us a new stadium already so a team can say,
I think I'm gonna like it here.
No one wants to play at the Coliseum, and we need a f***ing football team already.
I got a feeling there's a miracle due.
That's all she wrote for this week, folks. I'm Nancy Niswanger and Roxy Cox. No, I'm Jordan Zucker. This was your Week 10 wrap-up to Girls Guide to Fantasy Football. Touch back with you next week, because now it's...